New data out today shows physical and violent assaults have increased 50% in Woolworths stores compared to last year, and team members are being threatened and abused in broad daylight. There are now almost 1,000 incidents every year. Every year, 1,000 incidents. Remember, supermarket staff were our heroes during the lockdown. Well, now, of course, they're facing these increasingly dangerous conditions. And Woolworths New Zealand's Director of Stores, Jason Stockill, joins us now. Jason, g'day. Nice to see you.
Morning.
This is appalling,
Yes.
isn't it? It's really increased, so 50%, and it got more violent.
Yeah, we are seeing that. Look, we've seen an increase over the long term since coming out of COVID. It's been slowly increasing. And yeah, it has been getting more violent with more weapons being shown to our team members and some physical assaults being on the increase as well.
Wow. And so right across the board, there's more abuse, more assaults. Do you ever stop these people who, why are they abusing you? What's happening?
Look, it's post-COVID, and then cost of living. There's a bit of pressure out there, but people are, whether we say it's desperate, there's a number of different reasons why people are coming and stealing from us, and it's not just Woolworths New Zealand, it's an industry-wide problem, with retail particularly. These
are arrogant, entitled pricks. Let me just stop there, and you can carry on. You can take it from there.
It's a different way of putting it, but definitely we feel that some of it is entitled, the way they will walk in and walk back out. We'll do everything with all our security measures. As you know, we've spent the $45 million on actually making our stores safer for our customers and our teams particularly.
So what have you done there?
Look, we decided to do it a year and a half ago when we saw this starting to increase. And again, the right thing to do. Never would I have thought I'd seen a day where we put fog cannons into our stores that have had a lot of break-ins and ram raids. We've got trolley locking systems now, which is the latest technology.
So that stops them leaving the store?
The trolleys will automatically lock if they they are working very well for us, and that stops the team needing to interact or grab the trolley, which then starts the abuse.
Yeah. You've got security guards there.
Yes.
I wonder why. Because you can't touch these idiots.
Well, that's why we're going to government to say, what else can we do from an industry point of view? That's just one of the things, but there's obviously other areas like trespass notices. We'd like our trespass notices to be able to go across all of our stores rather than just one site. So they can get trespassed across the whole of Woolworths.
Okay, so you ban them from, say, Point Chev, and then they're banned from everywhere?
Yes, that's what we want to start looking at doing. So that's the sort of things we're looking at. But from a security point of view, like I said, the security are there for the support of the team, but you're right, they are challenged as well. And we do spend $13 million on security, and we have different levels of our security, which is working in a lot of our sites. How
much product do you lose? What's your value of what you lose every year, do you reckon?
Well, I can't share that with you. I'd like to, but we're not going to share those figures. But it's significant. It's significant.
Why not share them? Give the public a real taste of what it is.
Yeah, it's a figure I won't be able to share at the moment today.
Right, because I think countrywide we use a figure of $2 billion of retail loss.
Yeah. And we're obviously one of the biggest supermarkets out there, so we have got a significant contribution to that.
Hundreds of millions of dollars?
Not that.
Tens of millions?
Yeah.
Tens of millions?
Yeah.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
It's a lot.
People are just walking out with stuff in their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
So security guards can't touch them? Would you like security guards to be able to hold and detain?
Look, it's an option. It's an option that we will be putting forward. What we've got to realise, though, is it's the aggression and the conflict that we're trying to avoid. So we want our teams and our security guards to risk assess.
But they know
because
this.
Of
these idiots, they know that you can't touch them. So it's free run. It's a free reign.
It is, and
they're laughing.
Yeah, and that's why we're trying to make sure that we heighten this awareness across New Zealand, because it's an industry issue. And the government have done well with some of the changes they're trying to make, and we're actually even working with the police commissioner and the Minister of Justice around actually having quarterly meetings. So we've started that up where they're talking to senior execs within inside the retail industry, which is really pleasing.
Yeah, I've heard all sorts of things, that there are sort of retail gangs that target the supermarkets for the meat, and they will go around. There'll be a team of 8 of them, and they'll target 8 different supermarkets each day. And by the end of the week, they've got all this meat, and it's on the market.
Yes,
is this correct?
That does occur. Yes, whether it's gangs or not, or just organised.
When I say gangs, I mean just a bunch of.
Yeah, it's organised, obviously, and it is unsold. We've seen that. You would have seen the incident just in the papers with the Whittaker's chocolate. Yeah, you don't steal a trolley of Whittaker's chocolate unless you're putting it on sale.
It is good though. Whittaker's chocolate. I mean, it is good, but so a whole trolley of Whittaker's, what's that worth?
$1,300.
Straight out the door.
Yep.
Does this go into the cost of other groceries? Do you have to?
No.
How do you absorb the cost? It's a loss, is it?
We have to absorb it through losses. So that we can't just add that to prices. That would be just the wrong thing to do. The market's far too competitive. Customers are driving to value. We're making sure we offer value inside our price, but also other things within stores, our service, etc. So absolutely not. We won't be putting it into price.
Right. So let's just get this clear. So you want the government to do more for the sector?
Yep.
And you would like to see security guards, the discussion had the security guards have more powers?
Well, again, that is what we are looking to try and go, what can we do in that space? But again, I wouldn't want to say that here to say we want that to happen. We've got to see what the conflicts are, because that can give you some unintended consequences.
Can, actually, yeah.
But we're working with the government, so we're pleased with the work we're doing with the government and with the police. So we just got to keep working from an industry point of view.
What would you like? If there's a golden piece of law or something you could have, what would it be?
Look, Australia have an Australian workplace protection order that they use, and we're seeing that in Woolworths in Australia. We're seeing that working well, where the courts will be more specific with individuals around a protection where they can't come into your stores. So that's something we're looking at, and then obviously the trespass notices. That's the key for us.
But you can give trespassers now, but you can't give them sort of store wide.
And realistically, when you do a trespass notice, they'll still come in. So you go, how do we trespass across the entire business, and then obviously monitor how they're coming into our stores.
What
with the
about
police.
facial recognition, so they don't make it into the building itself? So if you have facial recognition, you pick them up in the car park. Mm-hmm. And then, I mean, this is in America. If you do this, you stop a shooter, you see.
Yes.
And I think it's been quite successful in some areas. Your competitors, I think, are using this.
That's right. So New World have been trialling it. Really pleased to see that. We're watching that, and it's something we are definitely considering. We just want to make sure that everything's okay first. We've got license plate recognition that we're using, and that works very well for us, because you can get the ping as in such from the license plate before they enter your store, because it gets from the car park.
Good, isn't it?
So that's working very well for us. But we absolutely are looking at facial recognition.
And does that also pick up stolen cars and things? So you know if there's a stolen...
It'll ping to the team, and then they can alert the police.
How is it compared to Australia? Is Australia have you got as many thugs in Australia doing this as we have here?
Yeah, Australia have seen it. They seem to be behind the wave of where we are, so they're not got it as early. But we are seeing trends with obviously Woolworths Australia very similar, and it's getting aggressive as well.
But is it more aggressive here than over there?
It's about the same now. We've all had machetes pushed to us, whether it's in Australia or
so
here.
Something has to change, because we can't continue to have you come in here every year and you tell us what the numbers are. Next year it'll be 2,000 assaults, and you'll still be asking for stuff to be done, because the crooks know that it's the pathway to the food, and they can walk out with it and pull the finger and say, up yours. They can do it. They know the rules. So it's got to change.
It has to change, and that's why keeping this the awareness higher in the public area as well will actually help, because people will start to understand some of the challenges retail in New Zealand is going through. And I think we've got to make sure we keep doing what we've got to do with inside retail, and hence why we're investing where we can, and we'll utilise AI technology as well to go, how can we actually get updated before it happens? Is what we're trying to do before they get into the supermarket.
Technology is your answer.
Yes.
Yeah, good on you. Hey, nice to see you. All the very best.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Garner.